bitch shit out there, you gonna fuck me, bitch. Wait till you gonna fuck hoes out there, bitch. You gonna fuck me. Then sit up in here and try to talk you into fucking me, bitch. You know, bitch, we with you know, and sit up in here and try to talk.
So, welcome to the podcast, guys.
Episode 3.
This is 22 Kandles, sponsored by Kandle Music. My name is Addison, your host.
Penny Watkins.
It's your boy Chris.
Welcome to the podcast, and we are still in my home. Boom, 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 boom. So,
I'm gonna add some sound effects when I edit it.
Hey, dang,
Just try, you know.
Editing. We all love editing. So, we are sponsored by Kandle Music. That is our app. It is a music streaming app that is coming to the field. Our beta is still out right now, open beta. It's pretty much now giving artists the opportunity to upload their music, live stream, build their community, and you also have the option to select your streaming radius.
Yep.
Right? Isn't that the best part? So, right? Because everyone gets lost in the sauce in the whole world, right? But then, if you're not getting lost in the sauce, right, you can narrow it down to your neighborhood or just your state or just
your city.
A couple hundred miles, a couple miles, you never know.
Right.
But this is how you grow your community without you getting lost in the sauce of the whole world, because everyone's making music. You need to stand out in your community. Boom. So, plug. Now that we're all plugged in, shout out to our Kandle.
Don't forget the funding plug.
Oh, yeah, and our spot fund. Please donate to us. We are trying to reach our goal of, $25,000. $25,000. So spot fund, SPOTFUND /Kandle Music.
Link will be in the description
Below.
Yes.
Check the link, drop a like, comment, subscribe. Let's get right into it.
Let's get into it. Alright, what is the...
Alright, so first topic that we talked about last pod, and if you haven't seen the last episode, go click the last episode, links in the description as well. Should producers be paid more?
Yes.
Okay, wait.
Next, it's like
Okay, you said should producers be paid more? I think so. Like
people
I said,
make beats and shit. Mm-hmm.
like I said last podcast, my cousin makes great music, and like he's done some great work. You know, he's been places, he's done different things, and so after the podcast, I'll let y'all hear his beats. But anywho, I think that people that do, because they should get that recognition. Like, if you are the producer, without the producer, who's going to do the music?
Yeah.
You know?
That's
And
nice.
so they get your recognition, get paid more at least, because artists end up going to make millions and millions of dollars. You know, if you have a really good producer that makes really fire beats, and then you making all this money, but then your producers only making just a small amount of money.
How much are they? Does anyone know exactly how much? Do you know
Like the cut?
what percentage of the music actually does go to the artist? I mean, I got a computer like right in front of me, so I looked at it, but
it depends. Because sometimes you can just buy the beat flat out and you just own the whole beat. That's what I do for a couple of my joints. Like downtown, I just bought it all the way out.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, the average music producer salary is $50,000.
That's not bad.
No, it's definitely not. It's definitely.
But
a
if the
good
person
job.
becomes a millionaire.
But that depends
But
if
yeah,
you're getting royalties.
And that's
Oh,
They
yeah,
can
okay.
buy it out, they don't
Okay.
own the shit.
That's different.
If
Yeah.
you make a beat, it's right. You're like, oh, I'll give you $100 for your beat. Boom.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, you just gave it to Lil Baby. He makes
I'm
millions of dollars.
Right.
You're like, okay, hold. You remember I gave you that beat, right? That joke was fire, right? That joke was hot.
Nah, real shit.
What's up with the check?
And that's why contracts are important. Like, that's a whole lawyers, legalese, all that shit.
Yeah.
Like,
So what's your viewpoint, Chris?
producers should definitely be recognized more. Paid more, I mean, it comes down to the contract. Are you going to lease it out? Are you giving it out to me for $100? And if like you said, if I make $1 million off of it, you're SOL, bro. If you give it to me for 100. So they should definitely get recognized more. Paid, I mean, it comes down to contract. To me,
Yeah.
I probably like contract writing is important.
Yeah.
So, but they
I
should
forgot
definitely-
about the loyalty part though. Like
Yeah.
I totally forgot about that part.
That's
So
a
they probably
big
just
part.
like, yeah, like you said, they get money no matter what, like their base salary. But then once people get bigger and bigger and bigger, more loyalty, and then I mean if they mess like what they bang with the person real tight, then they may give them, raises and personal raises and stuff like that.
Yeah. So it's a whole game to it.
Yeah.
But producers should definitely get recognized more, for sure. I think Tory Lanez, we were listening to his shit. He back in the day, at least I know, he used to make his own beats and rap over them.
Oh wow.
Yeah, he made a couple beats for Meek Mill too.
Yeah, no, he's definitely talented. I learned that today, that Tory Lanez.
As y'all was listening to the music in here, I was like, okay.
Yeah, it was chill.
Yeah. I was
It
chill.
had a rock to
I
it.
was like, alright, I'm in the other room, I'm cooling,
Yeah.
I thought it was alright.
Should I turn the light off?
You keep it on now, fuck it.
Sure.
Yeah.
Okay.
It wasn't messing it up. I
Okay.
was testing it. So.
Okay. back in it. All right. So, so no, but so being that, so the way that the system seems to go right now is that there's two sides, right? For in terms of producers, there's one side that the producer is on the team, like OVO for example.
Yeah.
He's on the team. What's the fucking
40.
Yeah, 40. He's on the team. He's a part of the group. They all are making money together because he's making the beats. It's in house.
Exactly.
It's like Walmart, Sam's Club, right? And then you have the other that are, those that are other, like they're still big, but they're getting a bunch of different music from a bunch of different producers.
Yep.
Some are getting paid here and there. They'll take one on the road for a couple months. They drop them off. They find another person. They drop them off, and then the artist still goes on to make millions off of that song.
Right.
But does every contract really have royalties, or do they have certain, like, I don't want to say equity in the company? They're like, oh hell no, you just made a beat.
You're talking about ownership. Slow down.
But like, what happens next? Like, because then, in a way, some of them do get put on. They're like, ooh, like, oh, I like that beat. Now they get some more rappers, and their payment is clout.
Yeah, like Zaytoven.
Yeah, that's what him, like Future and him. And then Zaytoven's on everyone now.
Yeah.
And now everyone's talking about like, oh yeah, I remember I was talking to Gucci or whatever, and he heard that Zaytoven, he got that email from. He just be sending them shits out, and
That's how it really happened.
Yeah, like it's a fucking, and then it seems like it turns into like a bid war, you know. And it's like all these same artists are pretty much coming to him, like he's like producing like the factory type shit. So now he's in like a prime situation as to where he's not like having to shove his stuff out. He just sends it out because at this point niggas are shopping.
Right, exactly.
You know, like,
He's in control of the market.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. But then to get to that point, you might have to bite the bullet and, you know what I'm saying, give your shit out for an amount you don't want to give.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? It's buying and demand, selling and demand. It's a whole market. But that was a good topic though, and that's dope. Put me on to your cousin. You might have to work with.
I will.
And your man's too.
I will. He's very talented. He's done some big work for other people. Can't really pour out his business like that. But,
that's fine. That's what's up.
Yeah. All camera. I got
Yeah, no, definitely.
All camera.
Gang.
Alright. So let's get into the next take, which was Tory Lanez versus Meg Thee Stallion. And this is not a direct, but from the events in 2020, we're not talking about that necessarily. We're just talking about the music because Tory Lanez just dropped he just dropped that new mixtape album, whatever you want to call it. He just dropped it, and we played it a little bit today, and the joint was
I liked it.
I had
that joint was fire.
I'll let you start with it first, because you know I have a very deep take in this now.
Yeah.
Now that I've listened to it and had some time. So before I go on my like hour rant, I'll let
To let it marinate. No, I mean shit. I fuck with Tory Lanez. Like I never stopped messing with him per se. Like I go back with Tory Lanez like back 5 years ago, 6 years ago type shit. When he first dropped his mixtape with Gangsta Grills on it type shit. Like he was really grinding. He was coming up at a time where like it was really just Wild West type shit with the music biz. It was before Little Baby, before Da Baby, like
before the babies.
Exactly. For real, the takeover is like. So before Roddy Ricch, like it was back then, and he was really grinding. So that's why when I see him now, I'm like, damn, like he really put in hella work. Now he's independent, like no label, no major.
He's
like,
holding strong.
Yeah.
People usually get wiped up by now.
Especially with all this bullshit that's been going on in 2020.
Yeah.
But it's 2021 now. But yeah, that's my take on Tory. Like the new joint, I heard a little bit of it. I was definitely fucking with it. It sounds like he's getting back to like his old nitty gritty, like in his bag, catching the pocket on the flows. So I was fucking with it. I was definitely fucking with it.
I from what I was listening to in the other room, I liked the album. I didn't have no issues with it. I mean, people have beef all the time. Like nobody's ever going to be perfect in the music industry. So if you got beef, you got beef. Oh well. I mean, situations happen, but the music on both ends. If I was to compare albums, I like Tory Lanez album more than Meg Thee Stallion's most recent one.
Yes.
But it was more so like the content, beats, and that's like I said the last podcast. That's what I enjoy most. If I can vibe to your music and I can be okay listening to it, I'm like, all right, okay, this is okay. But then when you sit here talking about popping this and touching this and sucking this, I'm like, all right,
I'm checked out.
I'm good on this.
Yeah. He did have a couple of those in there, but
it wasn't as explicit.
And he did it better than the standard. So my opinion, right?
Drum roll,
right?
It's like, no.
So it's not. So the thing is, so I had been fooled by the media. correct? So that is the theme I'm going with. I've been fooled by the media because at a point I did like Tory Lanez. He made good music. I had no beef with him. I didn't know he was so short. So I saw him in all the videos and the memes. I was like, whoa, that makes sense. I mean, most famous celebrities are either super tall or really short, and there's like no one really in the middle because they're all aliens. It's like, no, but like JK, LOL, JK. But so I was like, okay, well, Tory Lanez, oh, he seems like he's wilding out, right? And then, oh, he shot Meg Stallion allegedly. Oh, alleged. And I was like, okay, well, I guess he's canceled just like everybody else is getting canceled for doing alleged things. So then I still listen to his music, and I was like, okay, it's whatever. But then I heard the new album, like this what is this one called? I keep forgetting the name.
Loner,
yeah. So when the record started, I was like, okay, he's about to do like, and moan in the mic and do whatever, the same thing everyone else is doing. But one thing I do appreciate is that he was actually like had cadence in the songs.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like the beat is going, and he was so like as a percussionist, like this is what I was saying to Chris. We're sitting here, we're chilling, listening to the song, and I was like, did you hear that? Did you hear that?
Yeah.
Did you hear that?
He was in the pocket.
Did you hear that mix up? Like he just.
Yeah.
So one thing, like playing on the snare, or playing on the drums, or something like that, and then I hear him doing that, but with his voice on the mic, onto the beat, and he's actually saying words. And it's like, whoa, this is like music. There's like a song happening right now, and I'm listening to it with my ears. And I was like, wow, okay, there we go. Good job, Tory Lanez.
That drum, it was well put together.
Thumbs up. Yeah, no, it was dope. Let me go to the thing real quick, because I did have a favorite song. I think it was the second song.
Yeah, and shout out to Trev. He's not here today, but he was on the pod, the last one, and he brought it up.
Yeah.
So I think it came out this year since he brought it. Oh no, that was last year.
Yeah.
It's
a new year.
Yeah, damn.
It's a new year.
The days is all
It's
mumble
the new
jumble.
year.
But shout out to Trev. He brought that joint up. So yeah, Tory Lanez's album is definitely a solid piece of work to bring in the new year for real.
Mm-hmm.
Speaking just musically, we're gonna leave that 2020 shit in 2020. Yeah.
After we talk about it real quick. But my favorite song was No Service on that Tory Lanez joint. The joint started the second song.
I like the first one you played.
Yeah, the joint
was
hard. It was hard.
That joint's fire.
Really good cadence. That's what I really like about artists is that when they're rhyming, they're rapping, they're switching it up. It's not the same rat-a-ta-ta-ta, yada-da-da-da, or Emineim. Dude, oh god, I'm excited with him. So, it's really different when someone's like really adding a cadence into it and really mixing it up and makes me feel like I'm in the drum line with the words and then like the beats in the background. So
that's real.
That's cool.
Especially coming from your like drumming background.
Yeah.
For you to like feel that from hearing somebody else's music, that's dope.
It's touching my soul.
That's dope as
but
shit.
I feel like I sell drugs at the same time.
Hey, yeah. So keep up the good work. That's fire.
Dope.
That's fire.
So yeah, when I did hear that, I was just like, oh, maybe he didn't shoot her. I don't know. I don't have an opinion anymore. I can't say who did or did not anything.
But there are artists that do things that just doesn't stop people listening to music. Like R. Kelly did some stuff. Okay.
Yeah.
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Back then with the P on you joint.
Yeah.
His music is still good though.
Yeah.
His music is still good. So it's. People have a past, they do stuff, even with TV stuff, like, different celebrities go through their stuff, they go through their past, they go through, they try different things. 90s was a rough time anyway, so, they was doing some crazy stuff back then, and then you can't, carry that on forever,
Yeah.
People still have their own personal opinions. Look, R. Kelly's music is good, I'm sorry.
I still do like R. Kelly's music.
Is R. Kelly's music still played at the cookout?
Yes.
At ours.
Yes.
Maybe not at other people's, but it's playing at ours.
I would say he do got some hits. You can't take away the hits.
You can't take away the hits. Dances. There's a dance to the song. You gotta do the dance.
Yeah.
Freaky in the Club plays in the club.
That is played.
For real?
Freaky in the Club plays in the club.
They played that in DC. I forgot what cover.
Was it MK? When we went to my time?
I don't know, but they play it. They play
I
it.
don't know.
That's one of my favorites.
Oh, that's one thing. I can agree to that. Like separating the music from the artist. Like at the end of the day, that's their craft and creation.
Yeah, some people
it's separate from.
Some people are crazy,
right?
When they're not being crazy, they're doing something awesome.
People didn't agree with Bob Marley. People didn't agree with Rick James. People didn't agree with Prince. People didn't agree with Michael Jackson.
But
their music is still good.
Yeah. Alleged Michael Jackson.
Yeah, I don't think Michael Jackson did that shit. But that's neither here nor there.
Oh well. What's our next topic?
Alright, so next joint is the Eminem album that he dropped. I think that counts as 2020.
I've never been an Eminem fan.
No?
Ever.
You didn't like this movie?
No.
Oh, 8 Mile?
Yeah.
I'll give him 8 Mile.
No.
I'll definitely, that's like a
8 Mile,
classic.
that is a classic.
Sorry.
Yeah, Music to Be Murdered By, Side B.
I don't like titles like that.
Yeah, that's a. I mean, but he probably talking about like murdered in the booth type shit. I can respect the wordsmanship, you know, as an artist, but
He's always been good with lyrics.
it's just I don't know. It's it's the way Eminem raps, dog. I can't get past it. I'm not trying to take away from like everything that he's done with Dr. Dre and Snoop Dogg and Chronic and all that shit. Like
It's all good.
Aftermath, like all that shit. Like that shit was fire. That was history. Like he definitely paved the way for a lot of these motherfuckers out right now.
It was really good.
Yeah.
But I just and he still I can respect because me being an artist, like I can respect an artist. Like you don't just retire. You can't just quit. Like yeah, I'm done with this. Like no, you gonna keep making music. Yeah, like, no, bro, like it's so much bullshit. Like I think the baby said that he's gonna retire in like 5 years or 4 years. He tweeted it out or something, and I was thinking like, nah, bro. Like you can't just put it down.
I can see you retiring into something.
Right, something else
like,
musically,
yeah,
right?
like-
but not just I'm just done with all of this cold turkey. Like,
Time
nah.
to sit on a beach and drink. It's like,
What?
how long can you do that for? Like a month?
Exactly, you're gonna
How
get
does that
bored.
run? And
Like
then-
name an artist that retired.
Forcibly? Or
Mm,
some
okay.
people?
Under their own power, not them being canceled or them just dying out. Like, who's been doing good and said, you know what, in 4 years, I'm gonna just be like, I'm good.
I was really hoping Lil Wayne would. He's blowing me.
Yo, so I'm glad you say that. I agree.
Yeah.
I'm
He's
really
blowing
tired
me.
of Lil Wayne right now.
He's
Not-
blowing me.
so when he dropped the Carter 5, I still don't like it.
It's
Like the
not
newest
good.
one, the one that came out
It's-
late, and like we've been waiting on that
After
shit for
all
like
the
5
drama,
years.
like people were getting
Yeah.
shot up over that thing, and it was like, this is what you're shooting people up for? Sorry.
Nah, that was not
Bad
it.
move, sir.
That joint was not it.
We were past Lil Wayne by that point. It took too long. He was cool, and then he started looking old, and
But he's only 36. That's the whole kill.
And then like he just did,
What?
He's only 36. Jeremiah's 4 years younger than him.
yeah.
Like, take care of your body. That shit will take care of you, and he did not take care of his body. That's just
At
facts.
all,
Yeah.
clearly.
Like,
Yeah, but
wild time.
well, that's the way the cookie crumbles.
Yeah.
Back to you, Barbara. So, but all right. So, yeah. All in all, I guess just wrapping up the whole.
Eminem joint.
Yeah, I like Eminem.
Yeah.
I do like Eminem. Yeah,
Yeah.
as a person, as a rapper, with
Actor.
the history, yeah, all that stuff. But that last album, it was this kind of this. It wasn't bad. There were some different beats in there. I heard a little bit, and it wasn't exactly the same,
Mm-mm.
but it rhymed.
I like the features though. Like I saw
Yeah.
that
Yeah.
Young M.A. feature. Like
Yeah, that was
I
still
would
dope.
Yeah, I would never think for Young M.A. to be on an Eminem song. Like that shit caught me off guard. Like okay, I'm fucking with this.
Is
And
it
then-
Young M.A.? I've been saying it wrong. I've
Yeah,
been saying
Young
it wrong.
M.A. Young M.A.
Oh no,
You saying your mom?
I guess.
Oh.
I'm embarrassed.
We gotta get him educated. Oh, but that joint was fire. That joint was fire. But then Eminem came onto the track, and then he lost me.
Yeah. Please, son, just do it. Just one time. Just
All right, so y'all seen the joint? You seen the Eminem like parody video of the nigga
Yes.
who was making fun of him? He was like
Yes.
mannequin.
Yes.
Cabana,
Oh my
mannequin,
God.
knacking. Like, yo, so whenever I hear an Eminem song, I
Bro,
can't help but think of that
that's
fucking
exactly-
video.
that's exactly what it
That's how he
sounds
was
like.
rapping for real, still. Like, but I think it's a testament to itself. Eminem's been in the game forever, so I mean, he solidified.
Hear him for a long time, but the thing is, he will always be that guy with the Ranica.
Yeah, that's just a fact. That's just a
That's
fact.
exactly what it sounds like.
Oh my
But,
goodness.
okay. Goodness gracious.
Yeah, we love you, M.
Gang. Alright.
Penny doesn't.
No. Not at all. I'm sorry.
So I remember playing, what was it, Need for Speed on
Mhm.
PlayStation, and they had like,
It was
when,
an M
like
song?
it was, I think it was one with him and Exhibit on it.
Oh, he was.
And that
Exhibit
was,
did make music. That's
Mhm,
wild.
mhm.
I just like this car show.
Yeah, Pimp My Ride. That shit was so
Yeah.
dope.
Oh my
Like,
god.
put a TV in it.
We heard you was a pimp, so we put hose in your car so you can be a pimp or you pimp. So while you drive, like it's like what? I remember they put like they put TVs on like the doors of the trunk.
Yeah, the fucking
I was
panels.
like, okay, so are people supposed to get chairs and like park somewhere and then prop the thing. And
Watch
what
a
do you
movie.
what do you do with that? Like, what do you do with it? So that was my stuff though. So when we played Need for Speed back in the day, Chris,
Yeah.
we were in my basement. We were churring. We were playing Need for Speed 1, 2, Hot Pursuit, Carbon, all of them joints, and they all had playlists in the background from popular artists that were coming out. And back then, this was the early 2000s.
Yeah.
So we had Exhibit, Emineim, we had
50 Cent.
50 Cent.
50
Oh my
50 Cent.
goodness,
That's
back then,
fire,
bro.
bro.
Yeah.
What's that
I
joint?
love 50
Not
Cent.
Give Rich Die Trying. The first one when he had Bulletproof.
Oh yeah, I think maybe.
The album cover
I know
where
he-
he's
I know
like
he had
the shots. He had like the
Yeah.
vest on. That
Yeah.
joint was fire.
Yeah.
I love 50 Cent.
50 Cent fucked it.
Love 50 Cent. I'm sorry.
Someone Penny looks.
Pan-
I've loved 50 Cent since I was a kid.
Penny plus 50 Cent.
And
So
I
that
was
means
like,
you like Pop Smoke too then?
no.
Your mic got cut off.
Rest in peace.
Right? R.I.P.
I'm not a big Pop Smoke fan. But 50 Cent,
Okay.
love 50 Cent. Like I told my mama, like, Mama, I want to go to this concert. I want to sign his dad. She was like, oh, well, he'll just be 51 Cent. I'm like, you just kill my pride, you know. You just kill my pride. But I mean, I love 50 Cent. Like that was just one of my childhood
I like him as a
artists.
businessman.
Yeah, fire
yeah.
ass
He's
businessman,
making
bro.
moves.
Nigga.
Making money.
For real.
Like,
The vitamin water joint.
Power.
Power.
Bro, he's
the
like,
book.
he was like, niggas, you know, you ain't making real money until you ain't gotta work and then making money for you.
What
I was
drink
like, I
did he
love that
sponsor?
nigga, bro.
Vitamin water.
Yeah.
That was what he had bought.
He
I think he
invested
sold
in
his share.
Yeah, he invested a lot into it way back when.
Cause I heard it started in New York. It was some New York niggas who made that joint.
Really?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
from New York.
Him and my stepfather are really close.
Damn.
So it's not like when my stepfather goes to like parties and stuff like that, like he's partied with 50 Cent, like right
That's
next to him,
dope.
like they hang out.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's fire.
Plug.
Yeah, we out here. We know
appreciate
people.
you. Shout us out, please. Put me on
Hey.
the gram.
But I just want to wrap up the retirement talk. I just looked up Exhibit, and he just dropped a music video 2 weeks ago.
What?
You can't retire from rap. You can't. I'm trying to tell you, you just can't.
This nigga, does he still have cornrows?
Nah, I just look like he cut his hair.
God. Oh my
Yeah, what
goodness.
does he look like?
I can only
now?
imagine what he
Like,
looks like if he had cornrows.
But yeah, like that's just a testament. That's Pit My Ride. Like what 2000?
Yeah,
you just don't. You can't retire from rap. So. What's it? The baby, he's not retiring. I know he said he might. We'll see, but
He can't, though.
God willing, you're just gonna keep putting out music. Especially if he's on a roll, you're not gonna be at your peak and be like, you know what?
I'm
It's been
done.
5 years. I'm done. Like, no, fuck that. You keep going. So
Yeah.
yeah, we'll see what happens. We'll see.